welcome to part two of rating counties I've been to in Romania. So, last time we stopped at Craiova and the whole experience, and you can check that video as the last video I uploaded. So again, this video is basically mostly for foreigners or people who haven't been to these counties or just really curious people to know certain things like maybe the environment, what you can see in those places, maybe a little view on the cost of living over there because different places have like different prices sometimes. And one thing I did forget to mention about Craiova is that for what a lot of Romanians have told me, Craiova is in a very wealthy county. So a lot of things that happened that I mentioned in the other video were very expected, sorta, but not that bad, especially the mall situation and the restroom and all of that. So back to the video. Next on my list is Brasov. Brasov. I've been to Brasov a couple of times, like passing by, going to a certain part of it, and just going to the city. So I think there is like the new Brasov and old Brasov in terms of the center. But so far I have witnessed Brasov in about 2 to 3 seasons, I think. I've witnessed Brasov in the summertime, in the winter time, and I think either the spring or the autumn time. Brasov is full of a lot of historical stuff. I have driven past the first school, I think middle school in Romania. I think it's in Brasov there. Yeah, at least that was something like that they wrote. And it's on the mountains, Brasov in general, so there is a lot of hiking to be done there. A lot of places to see. I have visited the Bran Castle. There is another fortress, I forgot what it's called, but that as well, and just a lot. I don't remember if there's a monastery, or I think that one is at Sinaia, and Sinaia is part of Prahova, so no. So there is quite a lot of things to see at Brasov. The center during the festive period is magical. Okay, so it's a really interesting place to see, a lot of things to do, especially when you're going up that fortress that's pretty close to Bran Castle. There's like a train to go there, and there's a dino park. So you have a lot of things to see. And then in the winter time, it's spectacular. Like, it is so magical to pass through the traveling roads and just everywhere in general. Like, it is how you would imagine a Christmas or winter dream. For Brashov, I give it a 10 out of 10. Next on my list is Constanta. Now, Constanta is like the first place outside my county that I've ever been to. Actually, it would be the second because when I came, I think the first place I landed was Bucharest, but Bucharest isn't really a county, and we understand that. So let's just say Constanța. I have been to several places in Constanța as well as the city Constanța. And what I can say is that each time I go to Constanța, I always feel this summer vibe. I mean, Constanța is mainly made for the beach, is made for the summertime. It is amazing. There is so much to see. You will find foreigners there. They have a good university. Part of my lineage is from Constanța, apparently, and I guess that is something I'm proud of. I would highly recommend Mamaya part, although it's quite expensive compared to other areas like Eforie. There is Eforie North, South. A lot of these places are like named after the beaches around them, such as Neptune area, which I highly recommend, Saturn, Venus, so on. And you just have a lot of things to see there. There are little villages and towns as well. I was baptized in Constanza, and it was quite an experience. Okay, the atmosphere, it was amazing. So I have stayed at Constanza for days. I think of all the counties apart from my county, I have stayed at Constanza for more days, like way more than other counties which aren't mine. Constanta, I give it a 10 out of 10. So now we're getting closer to my county, which I'm gonna say last. And now, second to the last on my list, we have Ilfov slash Bucharest. I don't really know what to categorize this one as because I heard it's not really a county. Bucharest isn't really a county, but so I'm gonna just say it anyway. Bucharest, I don't like the traffic. It's very beautiful. I like that I always feel like belong there in a way because you find a lot of foreigners. You can easily communicate in English if you want. I'm not saying that I'm going to communicate in English though. I need to work on some things, okay? So over there you just have a lot of things. I visited quite a lot of places, the mall. You have the Orthodox church, the biggest one to see. You have a lot of parks to visit. You have the village museum. You have a lot of museums. You have the parliament's house to visit. I mean, to just look around, of course. You have a lot of places. You have a Chinese town. You have an African store. You have a lot of things to do there. Although the cost of living is higher compared to most parts of Romania. You can also see the Dumbovita River, but one thing I do not like about it is mainly the traffic and how big it is. There are 5 or 6 sectors, and sometimes going from one sector to another takes more time than going from one county to Bucharest. So yeah, it's a really important place and all, and I get the hype and all that. Like Bucharest is genuinely okay. The people, however, I heard that sometimes they can be a bit cocky, and yeah, that's just based on individuals' experience, I guess. For Bucharest, I think I'm gonna give it an 8. And finally is my county, Prahova. Now, as Prahova, I have visited a lot of places, obviously. There is so much to see. You have castles, you have Peleș Castle, you have the one where Wednesday, like Nevermore Exterior, was filmed. I forgot what it's called. You have monasteries to visit. You have amazing restaurants. You can find different price ranges depending on what you want and where you are. There are affordable places to eat. It's actually quite an affordable county to stay in personally. You have a lot of beautiful places to stay. Like I'm talking about places that feel special, that you can just enjoy lakes and enjoy nature. Places like Campina. You have places kind of like Bodeskain with like smaller, more kind of cozy villages and towns. You have places like Păulești. If you want to enjoy more about the forest, you have the salt mine to see. You have museums in Ploiești, being the city. You have the mountains as well, being part of Prahova, some parts of it, like Sinaia, where you see the cross, where you can go on telecables. You can get water from the streams. And in Ploiești, there are really nice parks where you can just enjoy the nature, like the West Park or Mihai Park for people who are more into sports, and just really beautiful views. And both parks have lakes, mostly in the summertime, starting from spring, I guess. So that's in Romania. You have quite a lot of places to see, and I am yet to discover more. And if I do discover more, I'ma share it. And be sure to tell y'all the experience, and hope y'all find this information helpful. If you found this information helpful, however, or you found it interesting, please consider sharing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. And if you have anything to share with us nicely, please say so in the comments section below. Bye bye, and see you in my next video.